Abe-san, you're going to show us how to make clams. Now, are those hamaguri clams? Or what kind of
Hamaguri and asari.
Okay, so this conversation that we're having is about what kind of clams. These are Japanese clams, okay? But here, lots of places? Really? Okay. You bought hamaguri and asari? Okay, great. So you can get, or do they call this little neck? Little neck. Okay. So you can buy little neck clams, which are like hamaguri, about the same size. That's clams in Japan. And then asari are smaller clams, and I think they call them manila clams in the store. Yeah, okay. So manila clams are smaller clams, and then the little neck clams are great clams for what Abe-san is going to do, which is soup. So with the hard clams. Okay, Abe-san, first of all, maybe talk to us a little bit about why you have clams in water and you got holes in the aluminum foil. What's happening here? Okay.
And
The sand, yeah. So I'm gonna translate Abe-san because of my years of study of Japanese. I'm gonna be able to translate what Abe-san just told me. And you guys can't do that. But the clams, they live in the sand. They have sand inside of them. So what you want to do is before you use the clams, you let them sit in salt water in a dark place just for a few hours, and they spit out. Actually, if you sneak and take a look, then you can see their tongues are out there, like they're spitting it out. And you'll see that the water has like dirt and sand or whatever the clams ingest. They kind of like spit it out after a while, and it cleans the clams. Abe-san, what is the proportion of salt to water when you're clean for soaking the clams? That's right. That's what I was taught too. It's all right. It's like taste it and then just go before you put the clams in. It's like, oh yeah, that reminds me of like swimming.
Yeah, just
ocean. Yeah. It doesn't have to be science, right? So I'll just put it right and you're like, okay, it tastes like the ocean. Right, put it in. Right. That's what you do. I'm wondering about how to proportion. That's exactly what you're taught. It's like Yeah, outside, and it could be a few hours, You could do this overnight, just, if it's in the fridge, but you just want to it's not in a plastic bag, it's a living creature. How many hours did you let it sit?
1 hour.
You could do it in the fridge, too.
Yeah.
You put it in the fridge, I'm just going to put it on the side. You put it in the fridge? All right, I do it like you just stick it on the side, but you could just put it in the fridge, let it sit there. Even if you were ready for tomorrow, if you did it, it could sit there until it's 1 hour. For 1 hour?
1 night.
1 night. Right. Okay. So, oh yes. Okay, that's a good question. All right. So now we're gonna here's the technique. You create salt water, make it taste like the ocean. Put your clams in, and you just want to cover the clams with salt with water. You don't need to have them in a ton of water. Like you see here, they're just covered. Okay, I'm sorry, they're not so. But obviously I put it in and cover it. You've got whatever in there.
このクラムはもう昨日周りを洗って
So you wash the surface with the
Yeah, so after you're done, wash off the surface, okay? And it's ready. This is after they're soaked.
作る前に
Okay, so before you soak, Abe-san washes off the surface of the clams, then he soaks them. Washes off the surface, soaks it in salt water, and then he takes it out, rinses it off, and puts it in the pot.
After soaking, we rinse them again.
Right, rinse them again. Okay. Piece of kombu. Okay, kombu, which is naturally preserved. A variety of kelp, which is incredibly rich in umami, and that umami marries with the natural savoriness of the clams to create an amazing flavor. Okay, that's water, Abe-san?
Yes.
Okay, water. And heat it up.
でボイルの前に
Okay, so once it reaches a boil, then you add the shio and
ディステーカー
oh, you take out the kombu? Okay.
Before it's boiling.
Okay, right. So you watch it, and right before the water starts to boil, you can see little bubbles form. You can pull the kombu out. You don't want to cook it with the kombu, because the kombu releases its flavor at that point, like the natural compounds of the kombu. Oh, thanks, Elvis. And then you're ready. It's already you use it, so you take that out, and then we'll see when Abe-san adds the salt and the shoyu.
アサリもネクスト何魚
We're going to move to steamed clams while the other thing's cooking up. Same drill with the asari. You're letting it, overnight and letting it in the fridge to get the sand and other dirt out of it. Let them spit it out. So that's a nice sounding recipe here. Abe-san's from the south of Japan, which cooks with more garlic than like Kyoto or Tokyo. It's always like garlic.
ガーリックスライスレタスライ
Okay. I'll try this out.
This pot right here has water and
And clams.
and the clams.
Right. Clams, water, kombu.
And you're bringing it to a boil.
Right. And right before it boils, you take the kombu out. Right.
オイル
Okay. Just vegetable oil. They expertly sliced garlic. Now you bring up the heat. So you're sweating the garlic. Yeah, you're sweating. You want to get the aroma of garlic. You're not trying to cook garlic chips. You just kind of, you put the oil on garlic and just start to bring out the heat, and the garlic releases its aroma.
Heat up the oil with garlic, have a hot oil.
Right, you're bringing it up together, and so that way you're kind of gently letting the aroma of the garlic come out and the flavor.
As it's boiling, so you're going to take the kombu out. You just see little bubbles. No,
In the water. Right, so if you could take a look, and the water's not boiling, it's just there's bubbles all around the surface of the pan. It's like it's going to boil any minute. So now with the kombu. Now you bring up the heat and letting it, you want the clams to open right out of this time, so you're cooking,
Yeah.
you bring up the heat. Put it.
And salt. これは自分の好きなペーストで決めておくとから、ちょっと濃い方が好きなら濃いくしていいし、卵の味が変わりたいならそれを別
You judge how much soy sauce or salt to put in. If you want to enjoy the plant flavor more, then you want to put less soy sauce. So it usually depends.
Salt is good here, like the salt, it also interacts with the umami, with the savoriness, and it brings that out. But like you were saying, you don't, like when you're cooking with this, you should be sensitive to not just dump it in. Just put a little salt, take a little taste, like put a couple of drops of soy sauce and just build it. And say, oh, okay, now it tastes really good.